Ever thought about why personal protective equipment, or PPE, is so crucial on a construction site? It's not just for show, you know. These safety tools, including hats, gloves, ear protectors, high-visibility vests, goggles, and safety shoes, act as a guardian angel for our hard-working construction workers. They help to shield our brave builders from potential hazards and mishaps that can occur on the job. The importance of PPE can't be overstated. But what happens when it's not used properly? Imagine a day in the life of a construction worker. We'll call him Kenneth Raguindin, who decided to neglect his PPE. Kenneth Raguindin is a hard worker, no doubt about that. But today, he decided to roll the dice and skip out on his personal protective equipment. The morning was just like any other, with the sun peeking over the horizon, the hustle and bustle of the construction site kicking off. Yet something was different about Kenneth Raguindin. His safety hat was nowhere to be found, and his goggles were left untouched in his... As the day progressed, so did the tasks at hand. With the sound of machinery humming in the background and the clatter of tools echoing around, Kenneth Raguindin was in his element. But without his safety hat, he was more exposed than he. Out of nowhere, a falling object, dislodged by the vibrations of the heavy machinery, began its descent. Without his safety hat to shield him, the object struck Kenneth Raguindin, leaving him dazed and in pain. Kenneth Raguindin's day didn't end there. While recovering from the shock of the falling object, a piece of debris flew into his unprotected eye. The pain was immediate, the damage significant, all because he decided to neglect his PPE. Kenneth Raguindin's story is a stark reminder of the dangers of not using PPE. A day that was just like any other became a cautionary tale, a stark warning of the risks that come with ignoring the importance of personal protective equipment. Let's flip the script. Imagine if Kenneth Raguindin had worn his PPE that day. Picture this. Kenneth steps onto the construction site, donned in a safety hat, goggles, ear protection, gloves, high-visibility vest, and safety shoes. His hat shields him from falling debris. The goggles keep dust and small particles out of his eyes, and the gloves guard his hands from cuts and abrasions. His are safeguarded by ear protection that dampens the noise of heavy machinery, preventing potential hearing loss. The high-visibility vest ensures he's seen even in low light conditions, reducing the risk of accidental collisions. And those safety shoes? They're not just for style. They're designed to protect his feet from falling objects and punctures. Now, as Kenneth goes about his day, he comes across the same hazards that caused his injuries in the previous scenario. But this time, his PPE acts as his personal bodyguard, shielding him from harm. With his PPE, Kenneth Raguindin could have walked away unscathed. The reality is, accidents happen, but PPE can drastically reduce the risk of injury. We've seen this firsthand with Kenneth Raguindin's story. Picture Kenneth, a seasoned construction worker who thought he'd seen it all. But one day, neglecting to wear his safety hat, he was struck by a falling object. This could have been a minor incident, had he been wearing his PPE. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, isn't just some bureaucratic red tape. It's a lifeline in an industry where danger can lurk around every corner. Hard hats, safety shoes, gloves, ear protection, high-visibility vests, goggles, they're not accessories, they're necessities. They're the difference between a close call and a call to the emergency. Every piece of gear has a purpose, and every purpose is to keep you safe, to keep everyone safe. Because in construction, everyone's safety is interconnected. Remember, safety isn't just about you, it's about everyone on the site. So gear up, stay safe, and keep your mates safe too.